Hey there, LEGO fans. Welcome back. Alex here. In this video, we are going to be taking a look inside the new Shop at Home catalog from the LEGO Group. This is the January 2022 catalog, and as you can see, making the front cover is the new modular boutique hotel. Now, at the top right here, we see over 95 new sets, and this is where I say something a little cynical, like maybe 4 or 5 good ones out of the 95, but I am going to be more positive. I dare to say that we will see over 10 good LEGO sets out of the 95. Of course, looking at that from an adult fan of LEGO perspective. Now, on the interior here, we open it up. There's no extended cover here to look at a big, long, cool set. I thought that maybe we would see the Titanic sprung along here, but nope, it is beginning with the Friends line. Now, I will say this about Friends. It is looking good. I mean, look at all these fantastic looking, very large LEGO sets from the Friends line. I dare say that you can make a significant, good looking LEGO city from the Friends line alone. So just a good job. Giving credit where credit's due, it has come a long way. Now, looking at the next section here, we have LEGO City and we have a hospital. Now, we usually don't get hospitals, definitely not as often as we see police stations and fire stations, but this one, very unique design, but a pretty steep price tag, in my opinion, for $120. Pretty interesting looking ambulance there. And you know what? I just realized there's a clown in this thing. There's a lot of great looking minifigures, but a clown. So really good diversification there with Minifigs LEGO. I don't know if he was at a kid's birthday party and things went south or whatever, or he's probably there to cheer up the kids who are in the hospital for whatever reason. That's probably going to be it. But hey, you never know. In this picture, he might be a patient. Moving right along, we have here they are, the police station and fire station, really pushing the limit on the styling of these sets. They look like they're even smaller. They have the base plates there. They're justifying adding base plates by saying, hey, there's road plates in here, guys. So there you go. Everybody should be happy now. But $70, I think, is reasonable for what you get there. Not really the most aesthetically pleasing design on either of them. What is this one? $70 as well. Interesting. Now, ice cream truck police chase. That is very different. Look at these guys. They're dressed up as ice cream cones with ice cream, and this is hysterical. They have an ice cream gun. Yes, this thing is literally shooting out ice cream. I mean, it's plastic, but I'm guessing they had a board meeting and said, you know, we can't have guns. Police can't have guns. The bad guys can't have guns. We need ideas. And then Bob in the back said, what about an ice cream gun? And that obviously made it through. So very interesting. Way to go, LEGO, I guess, on finding a substitute on things that shoot. All right, anyway, Duplo's all good, but I don't collect it. Disney, yeah. The Disney Castle, I have to get this still. I've been procrastinating, and I think my time is running out on getting the Disney Castle. So if I don't get it, I have only myself to blame. Dots, don't collect the dots. A lot of small pieces there, but a lot of interesting mosaics you can probably do with dots. Eternals, that was a flop movie, and I'm sure we're going to see many LEGO sets from that. The Daily Bugle, arguably one of the best sets, if not the best LEGO set to come out from LEGO in 2021. Fantastic set and worth every penny of that $300 price tag. Onto the Batman. Okay, so this movie looks pretty cool, pretty dark, and they have this new tumbler here retailing at $230 US. Now I have the other one, the older one there downstairs, as you guys know, and I just don't know if it's worth buying this one. It's cool, but I probably will not pick it up just because I have the other one. All right, Super Mario Brothers, and they have these 2 starter packs that give you Mario and Luigi, and I just wish they would just sell them separately. So we'd have to buy all this extra junk just to get what we want, because I want just Mario to put with my my NES downstairs. Would be pretty cool, but I just can't justify spending $60 just to get one little Mario there. Anyway. A lot of Super Mario stuff. I think this is cool. I mean, if you're a big fan of the game, this is obviously playing off of our nostalgia for the game many, many years ago. It's not working with me, though, except for the big sets like this. The block is really cool. I love this question block. And I think $170 is reasonable for this thing because of the cool functions that it has. I've been kind of procrastinating picking this thing up, but I think that would look actually pretty good next to the NES and TV. Minecraft seems to be doing really well. This has been going strong for quite some time. There obviously is a pretty good market for it. When I talked to my boy Josh, who's been playing Minecraft for years now, he would just rather play the game than build Lego sets. I don't know if that's the case for many of you guys and your families, but it's just kind of something that I have observed with Josh anyway. Star Wars, you can't go wrong with Star Wars. Lots of new stuff here, a lot of smaller sets. The Bad Batch is a big one that people have really enjoyed. That came out late last year. I think the value here is getting the minifigs with this shuttle. I actually got this as a gift. I haven't opened it up yet, but if I do open it, it would just to be displaying those minifigs. Moving right along, and more Star Wars stuff, and oh boy, here we go, guys. Boba Fett's Starship. How lame is that we have to change the name because it might upset a few people. So I'm really sorry to say this, but honestly, no one's going to call it Boba Fett Starship. Anybody who knows Star Wars and knows this ship is going to call it the Slave One. That's just the way it is. So sorry Lego and sorry Star Wars, it's Slave One. And of course, as we all know, Han shot first. All right, for the ultimate fans, we have two massive sets here. The Republic gunship is a fantastic set. I do have that. And this, the AT-AT, is still on my list. A beautiful looking set, but I will say it's just a very large gray Lego set, right? I mean, you got to be a big fan of Star Wars to get this. I'm a big fan of big sets, so that's why I want to get this. $800, whew, is a pretty steep price, but I do have plans on picking that up this month, so we shall see. Lego modulars, always a great investment to pick these things up, whether it's for your city or just to have one as a collector's item. We saw Corner Garage retire just recently. It's crazy. I feel like that just came out, but it's gone already. And now the bookshop is the old man of the group. So these are the 4 modulars that we have available to us right now. And you know what? Actually, Assembly Square is the older one, isn't it? So we're going to see that one go out next. That is for sure. So it looks like we usually have 4, maybe 5 if we're lucky available at one time. Of course, Boutique Hotel being the most recent. All right, and here is that Titanic. And this, you know what? When I saw this at the window or in the window at the Lego store, oh man, it looks really good. It is definitely a must-have for any serious collector. So this and the AT-AT are going to be tough to get, but I do have plans on picking these up hopefully this month. Porsche is awesome. I love that set. And the pickup truck, I haven't picked this one up yet, but Josh really liked this and we want to build that together. But our plan is to actually put a lift kit on it. We just thought that'd be kind of fun to try out. So stay tuned for that. So now we have this soccer stadium. Yes, here in the US we call it soccer. Everywhere else it's called football. And it's just not as popular in the States as it is everywhere else in the world. Now if they did baseball or football, heck yeah, I'd be all over that. American football, obviously. All right, the NASA Space Shuttle Discovery, fantastic set. Highly recommend that, especially if you're a fan of NASA. That is a beautiful shuttle. Ghostbusters, the Ecto-1, also a fantastic set, especially with the light kit. I love that. And Friends, these sitcom sets are actually, I've always collected these as investment sets, but because of the popularity and just the striking features of the Sit Complex as created by Lego Artisan, I have bought a lot of these to actually build to put into that Sit Complex project, Seinfeld, as well as another floor too. So continuing that as well, and one of my next videos will be adding another floor to that, so stay tuned for that. And of course, here we go, the Blacksmith, another one of the arguably the best sets from last year as well. Sonic the Hedgehog, Green Hill Zone is cool. I saw a lot of these at the Lego store. They're not selling, I don't think, as fast as Lego thought they would. I would just want the minifig, actually. I would love to have Sonic in my collection. The Fender, this thing is very small when you actually see it in real life. As you can see here by this gentleman holding it, it is not very big. I mean, it's not expensive, $100, but I don't know. I feel like they should have made an effort to make it a lot bigger, and that would appeal to more people. And the Home Alone house, this is a fantastic set, and honestly, I do want to get it. Now, I gotta explain something here, guys. Usually with sets like this, the Titanic, the Lego AT-AT, I'm usually in line ready to get them on day one. However, I have had a significant reduction in disposable income since last year because I started another hobby. So that has slowed me down a little bit with buying some of these larger Lego sets. So if you're curious to know what that hobby is, just check out my other channel. I have it linked to this channel if you're curious. I'll put a link to it in the description below if you're curious. But yeah, it's tough having two expensive hobbies. All right, the Piano, here it is. And you know what? The Lego piano, I would much rather buy this over that soccer stadium because I think they're the same price, 350 bucks. Love that. And the typewriter, you know what? I'm pretty sure I gave this some praise, definitely in my review of it, but you know, I just can't recommend this at that price, $200. It's cool. I think you have to be there has to be a lot of nostalgia in your life to actually buy this and really appreciate it. But for me, I kind of feel like the $200 would have been spent better elsewhere. For example, something like this. So the BMW M1000RR is a very expensive motorcycle. I mean, if you're looking at the Ducati or the old Fat Boy, Josh collects these. He has both of those models. But those are what I think $80 and then $100 respectively. This is 230 bucks. That is expensive. But when I saw this thing in the window at the Lego store, it is significantly big. And so Josh really wants this, but man, that's going to be a tough one to pick up with that price tag. All right, and of course we have the D11 bulldozer. Wow, I cannot believe this thing is huge. 450 bucks. Nothing that I collect, but wow, really, really cool build. All right, the next page, Technic sets. Now the Raptor, I really want to like this. Josh got this for Christmas and he built it. And it's really cool. The suspension's nice, but I don't know. I feel like it should have been a larger scale, something more like the Land Rover, and probably a different color scheme. Maybe blue would have been better. And made it four-wheel drive, actually. Would have been really nice. But I mean, it's okay at 100 bucks. All right, finishing up with Technic here. I really wanted this just to get the remote control stuff out of it, but 130 bucks for a buggy, all in all, is a lot of money. The architecture sets, now this is a new one, Singapore, and these are okay. Again, I'm not a microscale fan, but I am a Formula One fan, and there is a street course in Formula One in Singapore, and this always reminds me of it, so maybe we'll get that just for that particular reason. All right, the Lunar New Year. These are always fun sets, and last year I got the New Year set because it integrated so well in my city. This one is a little different because there's a lot of snow and ice, right? And I consider my city in a more tropical environment, so we're not going to really see a lot of snow like this. But it is really cool, and I will say though, for this particular set, the Lunar New Year Traditions set, 12 minifigures in this thing. For an $80 set, I mean, sometimes you can't even get 12 minifigures under $80. So there's a lot of value there for minifigures, and this one is not too far behind, a little higher price tag at 120 bucks, but still 13 minifigs, pretty impressive. All right, getting to the end here, Ninjago. I like Ninjago for their modulars, just to put in my city. So yeah, here is the Ninjago City Gardens, another arguably best set of 2021. I got to do a list or something like that because there were some pretty awesome Lego sets we got last year. Expensive at 300 bucks, but again, just like the Daily Bugle, worth every penny. All right, finishing up here, Monkey Kid. I looked at this set, the City of Lanterns. I thought, you know, I might be able to integrate that into the city somehow. So that might be something I add a little bit later. All right, ending up here, let's see, we've got the, creator sets. This is pretty cool. I actually wanted to see if I can build a Garfield cat out of the pieces from that. We shall see how that works out, but, and of course the new minifigs, these ones are okay. I've already got the Merry Man just so I can add them to my castle theme, but that's as far as I've got there. All right, almost done here. All right, brickheads, of course, some animals, interesting. And of course, if you're not a VIP already, please join. You basically get $5 for every 100 bucks you spend, and all you need is a pulse and an email address. Let's turn the page again, and we see a lot of pink. You know, I really like the botanical stuff. I think this is a major hit with a lot of new builders of Lego and AFOS alike. There was supposed to be some sunflowers that released at the beginning of the year, but I haven't seen those. I really like those because my mother-in-law loves sunflowers, so that's something I definitely want to get. And at the back cover here, nothing mind-blowing, just the art project that you can create together. Looks like you can put some custom pictures together in there for a low price of $120 US. And there you have it, folks. That is a look through the 2022 January catalog for Lego Shop at Home. Hope you guys enjoyed that for what it's worth. Always fun to look through these things and see what's coming up. Not a lot of surprises in here, right? A lot of stuff we already knew about or already have in our own collections. But anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.